All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2, OTB, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Didn't have a lot of drama in the Heisman Trophy ceremony.
No.
I know we talked about having a couple of really good games, high drama, and a lot of different levels, high school, college, professional football this weekend. Fernando Mendoza from Indiana runs away with the Heisman Trophy. Mendoza 1, Diego Pavia 2, Jeremiah Love 3.
Yeah, I think Mendoza was 643 first place votes. Pavia was number 2 with 189. So
yeah, not close.
Not real close.
Not close.
Not a barn burner.
Pavia did get my first place vote. I can now share who I voted for.
Nice.
Now that the ceremony is over, I went Diego Pavia 1, Mendoza 2, Jeremiah Love 3.
What? So tell me your process in the Heisman voting, because I mean it's an honor to have that vote.
Yeah.
To be able to and of course you get a great
yeah.
job, and you talk to coaches all over the country, and you have a national show as well as like the local view of everything. But like, what is your process like throughout the season on? Okay, because I know you take it seriously.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you study and I've seen you putting stats together and stuff. So just like take the listeners through your process.
Yeah. So I have a notebook that is only the Heisman notebook, and I don't do any preseason because I don't. That's why would we do preseason?
Right.
Games, you know, it's kind of like preseason bowls.
We're not voting.
So,
it's on a last year.
Right. So
Trophy.
after week 1, I put together 10 names, like a power rankings. I go 10 people. Week 2. 10 people. Like, and I just, I kind of change it all
Let
year
them
long.
eliminate themselves.
I do. Yeah. And so by the end of it now still, and I'll see if I have it today, I still go 10 deep, right? But it's a power ranking system of like who, and you take into like, once the end of the year I get to it, I'm like, I open them all up and I look at the totality of what it looked like throughout the season and kind of do it that way. And Mendoza, Pavia, Love, Rodriguez from Texas Tech was certainly, he even moved up to like number 2 at one point. So it fluctuates obviously from week to week. But I went Diego Pavia at the end because, one, he's got Vanderbilt as a 10-2 football team. Like, I know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
And also the plays that he made. I don't know that there's been any player more important to his team and their success than Diego Pavia over the last couple of years. And then, like, the final thing for me, all right, if I put Diego Pavia on Indiana, what are they? If I put Mendoza on Vanderbilt, what are they? That was kind of my deciding factor because I think both had a really good season. And for me, Diego Pavia would have done exactly what Mendoza did at Indiana. And that's not taken away from what Mendoza did. Again, I put him second in the Heisman Trophy vote. He won the Heisman. But I think the ceiling there was a little bit higher than if I put Mendoza on Vanderbilt's football team.
So that's a really difficult comp to me. Like Pavia is a difficult. I mean, that's like saying like when Johnny Football was playing, like put Johnny Football on so and so team, and like no quarterback would have been as successful on A&M's team with Johnny Manziel playing. It's kind of the same thing. Like that offense, like to your point, like the importance that he was that offense is because it was. He could play on schedule, could play off schedule, but from like the mentality that he brought to it, well, certainly you couldn't replicate that. Now to say you could put him on Indiana's, I don't know if I'm going to subscribe to that theory as well. But there wasn't anybody more important to his team, certainly, and he had the opportunities. Like I think he probably wins it if he goes into Alabama, and comes away with that one.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me the timing on the votes. So basically, like after Indiana beat Ohio State for the Big Ten championship, it was
you
like
can actually vote before then, which I don't think.
So I don't think you should be able to, right?
No, you should do it after. You should do it that Sunday after the conference championship games.
Yep.
And trust me, it was very it was close.
Yeah,
It
you
was
still
very
stuck
close.
with it, right?
I did.
But you waited till after.
I did.
And but I think it was kind of written in the stars at that point once Mendoza beat the number one team in the Big Ten championship that he's probably going to win, and the votes, reflect that as well.
The numbers aren't eye popping.
No, like I was looking it up too, and here I got it pulled up right here. So if you want to compare Fernando Mendoza to previous Heisman winners, just from like a passing yard standpoint, which for a guy like Mendoza, like the way he plays, that's a big stat, right?
Yeah.
That's a big. Like he had his moments. He had his moment against Penn State. He won the Big Ten. What they've done in Indiana has been like eye-poppingly incredible.
Yeah.
But just to compare stats to past winners, Mendoza had 2,980 yards passing for the season. Jane Daniels, 3,800. Caleb Williams, 4,500. Bryce Young, 4,800. Joe Burrow, 5,600.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, 4,300. Baker Mayfield, 4,600. 3,600. Marcus Mariota, 4,400. Manziel, 3,700. So, like, I think the closest person on here was Manziel at 3,700, who still had,
Of course, you had the rushing
800
yards,
more. Yeah, he had the rushing yards and everything. But, like, that's from a passing stat standpoint.
Right.
There's a lot of comparables in here.
Right.
Certainly Joe Burrow would be a comparable.
Yeah.
Nearly what? Nearly 3,000 yards less.
Right. I mean, yeah.
So like it wasn't the top year. Like he's probably not winning it in any other year previous.
Right.
But he wasn't playing any year previous.
That's
So
right.
congrats.
Oh, yeah,
Got to hold the
absolutely.
trophy. That heavy trophy.
Yeah. And, if Diego Pavia would have won it, I think, like, when you look at his stats and what he did, I think it would have been justified as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
If Indiana doesn't beat Ohio State, does he win? It's at least obviously a tighter
good question.
It's a tighter
It's
vote.
a tighter race. He might still win. I thought it would be closer. Now, like, after, like, just hearing people talk and seeing Vegas's numbers, like, oh, Mendoza's going to win it. Now,
Right.
that shouldn't change your vote if you're a Heisman voter. Like, oh, well, that guy's going to win it. Well, no, it's your ballot. It's like who you think
It's who you
should
think.
win. I mean, Jacob Rodriguez, I think Alondra got 17 first-place votes, if I'm not mistaken.
I did see that Jacob
Right?
Rodriguez got
Yeah.
a few.
He had more than
he got a
Julian
handful.
Sayin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Julian Sayin had a rough, like, he was up there with everybody, and
Yeah.
he ended up getting, like, the least amount of votes.
I know. I felt bad seeing
too.
the video of the one reporter
Yeah.
at his table.
Yeah. And
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
was
that's right.
crowding Mendoza
the
and Pavia.
media day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Huge
Yeah.
weekend for Hispanics.
Yeah. And now Mendoza's acceptance speech was pretty awesome.
Yeah. The whole
Speaking
thing
Spanish
was awesome.
too. His
Yeah.
grandparents
I
was
loved that
really
part.
cool.
Yeah.
So going back to how much the Ohio State game influenced the voters. I'm sure. I think like in everything, I think there was probably a lot of people on the fence, like thinking that Mendoza probably should win it. But if they don't win that game, they probably take a more deeper dive. Like people that weren't familiar with Diego Pavia's game or Vanderbilt's game this year probably take more of a deeper dive into. I think it's easy. Like a lot of voters on the West, I think it's easier for the West Coast to be like, man, wow, there's. We got West Coast teams in the Big Ten. This guy's winning the Big Ten and making it look good and beat Ohio State, who we think was unflappable. So I think if they lose that game, I think they probably take a deeper dive into learning the importance, just like you said, like we know it because we're in the SEC.
Yeah.
The importance that he was to that team. So I think they probably take another look. I don't know if he wins, but I think it would have been really, really tight. And I think he could have. I think a lot of people would have looked at it a little bit more cerebral, like you did in the voting of like what the importance of the team is.
Yeah.
But Fernando Mendoza comes off that sweet post-game interview
Yeah.
to winning the Heisman.
Yeah.
I think that
What a
kind of had a
week.
lot to do with it too. Like the power of PR. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like that really did like a lot for him.
Yeah.
That post game interview where he won versus Ohio State and he went viral for it and everybody just like fell in
Yep.
love with Fernando after
Yep.
that. His mom put out that beautiful letter on the Players Tribune. I don't know if y'all read it,
Yeah,
but
that's good.
it's very like heartwarming. But yes, Jacob Rodriguez did get 17. Julian Sayin only 8 first place votes.
Doubled
yeah,
him up and then
yeah.
some.
So
He got a little.
For him.
He was a product of like playing at Ohio State kind of went against him because I understand that they lost to Indiana. Julian Sayin had a hell of a game that night too, and like for him to finish 4th, like I don't know, I would have voted Julian Sayin higher.
Where you put him?
Where you putting him over?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Probably Jeremiah Love. I understand, like running back, great.
He's running backs.
I get it, but
I mean, yeah. That's the thing. Like you can always, it's like ranking
name it a
quarterbacks.
quarterback.
It's like you can
Who
say
you gonna
that
drop?
he should have been higher,
I get
but
it.
like,
Who you
but
gonna
when
drop?
you look at it, who you drop?
Just name it a quarterback award if that's the case.
That's right. But look, like let's take a look at college football in general. Like there's a lot of complaining and a lot to be said on your opinions of NIL and how it's Moneyball now and kind of professional football, blah blah blah. But the fact that we're sitting here in 2025 and there is so much parity in college football. Like you can complain about the offseason stuff, that the timing, like college football, you're dumb for your schedule and how all of this is with the signing day and the transfer portals and coaches having to leave and all that stuff. But the fact that we're sitting here and Indiana and Vanderbilt just had a guy finish 1 and 2 in the Heisman vote. And one of those teams is the number 1 team in the country, and the other one had a good argument to be in the playoffs.
yeah.
Is
Is a testament to the product on the field is pretty damn good still. Like you can complain, and there has to be fixed. There's so many common sense, stupid, nonsensical things that happen in college football. But how cool is it that there's parity? Like we said it weeks ago. Like I think there's going to be a non-blue blood that wins the national championship within the next 2 or 3 years, and it might be this year.
I think it is.
But to
for
say that
Indiana?
this year
Indiana,
almost,
the least winningest program in Division I football,
yeah.
Vanderbilt. I don't even need to tell you their stats. It's Vanderbilt. The fact that they had a guy finish 1 and 2
Yeah.
in the Heisman vote tells you
Yeah.
where we are.
First Heisman ever at Indiana.
I mean, probably first
Ever.
sniff.
Yeah. So
first
I
time
don't know.
anybody
I
in
think that's
Indiana has
awesome.
seen one.
I think that's incredible, and I think that Fernando Mendoza deserved that trophy, even though like you can make an argument about the numbers and everything. But then you look at Diego Pavia, and maybe this is just like I'm looking too much into it, but he's like out here, didn't win.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was a
F
bad
the
look.
voters. So F you, even though
Yeah.
you put him
Even
in
though I
first
put him in
place.
first place.
You put him first place, F you,
Yeah,
Jake.
yeah.
And then he's out at a club with a sign that says F Indiana.
that was
like
bad.
that's just terrible sportsmanship. And if you want somebody to like represent the Heisman in a good way, it's not Diego Pavia.
No.
No, and I love his mentality on the field of
Yeah.
not being denied, and everybody told me I couldn't, so
Right.
I'm going to. I love all that. I didn't like anything after losing
Yeah.
the Heisman Trophy.
You have to be able to turn
F
into one and
Indiana on a board like in a club. Like why?
Like what did Fernando Mendoza do
Yeah.
to you?
right.
Like I get he
Like
beat
F
you,
the Heisman
but
voters? Like-
Yeah,
My God, you know how much time we all spend like putting all that together,
right.
making sure that we, give it the the attention that it deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. That's bad luck.
Yeah, you might catch him on my list for losers later.
I definitely should. That's the thing about
He was
Vandy,
good,
man.
yeah.
Like, I wanted so bad to pull for Vanderbilt this year. As the year went along, I was like,
He got a
they're
little bit-
cocky. Like, Vanderbilt was like an unlikable underdog. Like, I like Clark
Yeah.
Lee, but like,
They
man.
they were trying to play the villain a little bit.
right? It's like
That's
you're
Vanderbilt.
still Vandy. Like, everybody wants you to be good. Don't make us not like you.
And
I know
don't even
everybody's
hate-
cheering for you. Like he became,
Yeah.
and like I'm not the thing after the Heisman. Blah, 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 that's great, but he became a little insufferable towards the end.
A little.
When he hit the Heisman pose,
I don't
every
even
touchdown,
hate
you saying?
being cocky or
I-
anything
yeah, I like
that,
that.
but I'm fine with that. Like I was fine with how they were all season. I don't really care if you're winning and you're Vanderbilt, yeah, you can be cocky all you want. Like you've been
Yeah.
pretty bad your entire existence,
Entire
so,
life.
yeah, so I don't really even mind the cockiness, but when you're there and you're acting like you're entitled to it, and like you did dirty because you didn't win it. And now you're out here like MFing everybody. That's where I'm like, all right, bro.
It's not his
Yeah.
fault, guys. He's from the mean streets of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That's
Okay,
true.
it's not his fault.
I do. There is some good questions here in the chat. Do we think Diego Pavia gets drafted?
Oh yeah, for sure. He
Yeah,
gets drafted.
somebody will take. I mean, not early
Shador.
rounds, but I mean he'll go what, 4th, 5th, probably.
I don't think so.
Somebody will take a flyer on him.
You don't think he'll get drafted? He's going to get drafted.
I don't think he'll go 4th, 5th.
Oh, I thought you were saying
I think you
get
go
drafted.
5th.
I mean,
it's a bad example because he threw a pick to end the game yesterday. But like Gardner Minshew has played a long time in the NFL.
right?
Kind of the same, similar, like you can't really define what makes him great. He just kind of goes out there. He's going to find a way to make a play here and there. He's kind of a great backup, a little spark plug to put into the game. And it might not work for 17 games, but maybe it works for 7.
Look,
I think Diego Pavia can have some
We
of that.
see really talented people that we know translate to the NFL drop for weird reasons all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Are you talking about more of the off-the-field stuff?
I'm talking about all of it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on top of not knowing if his game really translates, being little. Sorry, I mean that's the point. Like you better be special if you're like, you better be like everything you do could translate to the next level, and you better be special if you're little. I mean it's just that's just the fact of the matter.
Marciano's not special.
Like nothing about him says like he's going to translate to the NFL. Like they don't run like something traditional professional quarterback play that he's given. Now, is it really good? Yeah, it's awesome. It's incredible. You voted for him for number 1 for the Heisman. But then you add all those question marks on top of the dumb stuff he's doing. Like, you talk about a distraction.
Yeah, boy.
It's pretty long here.
Yeah, we can come back to it.
Hey, the good part about it, we've got almost 2 hours left.
Boom. Bingo.
So we can do whatever we want, including going to break. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench. Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Remind you about our friends over at Central Plumbing. Remember, not only in Central, in the entire greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. Go to centralplumbing.org today. Also, remember that 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day number, 225-925-8552. So obviously the holiday season is here. If you're hosting a party and you got an issue, you got a plumbing issue, can't have that. You got to have everything working in the right direction there. Well, have Central Plumbing come out. They'll make sure that it is every single time. Also, check out what they can do for you in the remodel game, at your home, at your business. And if you want to go tankless, with a tankless water heater, never run out of hot water again, Central Plumbing can help you out there as well. centralplumbing.org. One player I can't wait to watch in Mobile, Alabama, as we go down there for the Senior Bowl this year is Diego Pavia.
I know. It'll be fun.
By the way.
It'll be fun how he kind of like matches up in a different setting. Just kind of to piggyback on what we were just talking about. I don't know. Well, nobody really knows if his game translates to the next level. I mean, being a scout is like the hardest job in the world. Like you're making an educated guess on things, and some guys have a ton of experience. Some don't have a lot. Some just have to be in the right system. Some, are surefire misses that end up being great, and some guys are, dubbed as franchise guys and never pan out. So, I mean, being a GM, there's a lot of skill involved, but there's a lot of luck involved too. And so you just never really know. So it will be exciting to see guys like Diego Pavia with guys all around the country, the best of the best, coming together and see how he kind of translates to practice and the games of having to be a little bit more traditional NFL guy. Be fun to see. I don't think so. Like if we were putting a bet on it, I'm going to say that right now, he's certainly not he's not a top 5 round guy. Maybe a flyer in the 6th or 7th. Based on the question marks of how he translates plus the off the field stuff.
I'm trying to see if there's any other quarterback, and I'll figure it out before we get out of here. I'm trying to think any other quarterback that has already accepted their invite to the Senior Bowl. And again, we get a chance to go down to Mobile, Alabama every single year. Looking forward to that. Alondra making her Mobile debut.
I'm so excited
this year. So
me too.
We're counting on you to get Pavia on the show.
You're making your
newbies.
debut too.
Oh, that's right.
Yo.
You play in East West. That's right.
Newbie OTB.
Yeah.
Mobile. Yeah, I'll get Pavia on. Don't worry.
Should we bring the turnover chain? Put it on him?
Yeah, we
He'd
actually
like it.
should. He would. He would wear it the entire time.
He'd steal it.
What's he get the turnover chain for? He's got to earn it.
For getting second.
Runner up? Second? I mean, that's pretty good. It's too prestigious of a chain.
That's what I'm saying. We can't just be handing
Taylor
this
Green.
thing
Yeah,
out.
I'm looking at it right now. Taylor Green from Arkansas.
Okay.
He's accepted an invite.
Sawyer Robertson from Baylor.
Oh, from Baylor.
Your boy?
Your boy.
yeah. My guy.
Yeah.
Sick him.
Shake him.
Wait, does Georgia say sick him too?
Uh,
Did I hear that
Georgia?
I don't think Georgia.
No.
I felt like I saw some posts recently where a
Maybe
Georgia
'cause
fan
the
saying
dog?
sick him. Yeah, because of the dog.
For
It's a Baylor
LSU
thing.
so far, Barryon Brown and Jack Pyburn. I'm
Okay.
sure there'll be more
Fun.
LSU guys down there in Mobile.
I think 3 Tigers have accepted to go play East-West, right?
I've
Aaron-
seen Aaron Anderson, Harold Perkins, and who was the third?
I read it earlier on LouisianaSports.net. Just can't remember. I'll find it.
Yeah, but Diego Pavia right now and Taylor Green look like the only quarterbacks that have accepted their invites. So
Yeah. That's all I'm seeing on here.
Chris Hilton.
Oh, he's going
okay.
east to west?
Oh, and Xavion Thomas.
oh wow.
So 3 LSU wide receivers accept East-West Shrine Bowl invites, according to LouisianaSports.net.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nussmeier finds his way to the Senior Bowl if he gets healthy. There's going to be a lot of
That'd be
scouts
fun.
that want
would
to
be
see.
a big opportunity for him.
I think there's going to be a lot of scouts that are going to remember the junior year tape. And I've talked with Drew Fabian, as the executive director. He joins my afternoon show every week.
Yep.
He's like, good or bad, you don't forget the tape.
Right.
If it's bad
You can't
tape,
erase
you
it.
remember. You can't
Yep.
erase the good tape either. So I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to see, okay, let's get Nussmeier healthy. Let's get him in a better situation, in a normal offense. Let's see if he can do the things that we saw on the junior tape. So, I'd be surprised if he doesn't get it in.
One of these situations where Nuss is going to be trying to erase the most recent memory of his tape. Certainly you can go back from a year ago and see amazing quarterback play, but the most recent. So that's like a recency bias a lot of times with scouts and going to the next level, as well there should be, right? That's the way it should be. How are you playing right now? What are we getting when we draft you? When we invest this draft pick, this capital into you, what are we getting? What's the most recent? So what he's going to be trying to do is erase that recent memory, but you can't do that if you're not 100% healthy. So this is one of those situations where he's got to be honest with himself.
Yeah,
you got to put the competitor instinct. Sometimes you got to put that away. If you're going to go out there and play 80% of what you are, you got to know this is a tryout, and you're trying to erase the bad tape with your week of preparation, your week of practice, and you're getting more out, of course, in the Senior Bowl. Scouts are getting more out of practice than you are the game. So if he's not 100% healthy, it's going to be a tough decision to make for him because he can't go out there and look in person like he did this year.
Right.
He can't do it.
Yeah.
He has to go out there and look like he did a year ago.
Yeah.
Because if he does, like we're talking not draftable. If he goes out there and plays in the Senior Bowl and practices, but I know he's a competitor, and I know hopefully he's going to be honest with himself on that. And but if he is healthy and he goes out there, what a talent he is, and he's got that ability to turn some heads and be one of the best quarterbacks at the Senior Bowl if he's healthy and he can get back to the former where he was. We all know that the offense did no favors for Mr. Nussmeier this year.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of guys that would have been extremely successful. Like, man, there's probably guys that would have played a lot better.
Yeah.
It just because I think it was the longevity. Like, is this the perfect storm with injury and scheme and probably getting in his head a little bit that it didn't turn out great for him. So hopefully he gets that invite and gets that opportunity.
This is a good question inside the Bayou 4 chat from Sue for you.
Okay.
How does Nuss handle those type of interviews? Does he throw his coaches, O-line under the bus? Tough situation for him to be in. So if I was at the Senior Bowl and I'm asking you, hey, Nuss, over 4,000 yards, one of the top 3 passers in the country your junior year, what happened your senior year?
Yeah.
You say what?
Really, it's a tough question to know. So
It's supposed to be.
you want to answer the questions like a professional. Like, you're starting to get to the point, but you also don't want to seem like a distraction, somebody that's going to put blame. So you have to take accountability for everything. You got to say, like, look, this was my worst year of football I've ever played since my freshman year of high school, right? This is the worst year I've gone out and played. Mechanically, I just got in a funk. I got in bad. And I think it's like you got to be a little bit of a man, like a coming of age type situation. Say, look, schematically, I don't think we did the right things. Like, I don't think we were put in a position as an offense to be successful. Although I still didn't play very good. Like, I got to take account of, I could have done so much more than what we were given. Even though I don't feel I agree with everything. Like, I should, like, you have to take account. Like, that's what they want. That's what scouts, that's what GMs. Again, they are investing draft capital and real capital in you when they're picking you.
Yeah.
They're trusting you. They're trusting, you hold a little bit of their job in your hands. So they're trusted every decision they make could be a career maker or breaker for these scouts and GMs, right? So they're trusting you. So you have to take accountability. But you also have to be confident enough in your own abilities to say, look, I'm better than what you just saw.
Yeah.
That's the worst football I've ever played. We're over that. I was injured. I tried to tough it out. Probably shouldn't have. And we go. So I think you be honest with them without trying to place too much blame, and then you take accountability for it. And I think that endears you to him. And then if you can back that up with really good, solid practices at the Senior Bowl, it's a win.
If he's ready to go, I think the Senior Bowl now, it's make or break. A lot of pressure that comes with it.
Yeah, you can break yourself on that situation.
It's an incredible opportunity to erase some of the things that happened to you this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going against the best of the best. You're put in tough situations. And if you thrive during that week, you might not get back to where you were, but you can find somewhere in the middle to what we were talking about this time last year for the NFL draft compared to what we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm. No question. Yeah, you'll never get back up to that first, second, third round, upper echelon. But you can get yourself an opportunity.
Yep.
And I know he's a competitor. So if he's healthy or close to it, let's just all hope he gets the invite.
All right, so we'll take a break. We've got a lot more still coming your way. As Tay told you earlier, LSU is down another running back. We'll at some point probably recap the craziness that was in some of the state championship games. We've got weekend winners. A lot still coming your way. Stay locked in here. It is OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. When you go to Boudreaux's Electrical, remember top right corner, get that free Generac quote. Also, you can check out the Boudreaux Boost. What is that? It's better care, it's better service, new customer, one-time service visit, exclusive maintenance offer for Generac generators. For those air-cooled generators, $199. For those liquid-cooled generators, $299. You can claim the boost right there on the homepage of the website. Boudreaux's is more power, it's more protection, it's the ultimate peace of mind. You can find the contact information in the 985 and the 225 right there on the homepage, BoudreauxElectrical.com.
I woke up this morning and it was in the 20s. Can you imagine being in the 20s without power? I couldn't. That house will get pretty cold pretty fast. So protect your family, protect your things, protect your home with a whole home generator from Boudreaux's Electrical. Make sure if the power does go out, everything keeps running in your house. Keep the lights on BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. They're live from the Raising Cane's studio. All right, Matt. So we were talking during the break about the Senior Bowl. And,
Yep. You went to the Senior Bowl.
Yes.
I did not.
I went to the Senior Bowl.
Did not get that prestigious invitation.
So I was asking you, because I believe there was 6 quarterbacks there.
I think there's traditionally 6, right? 3 on each side.
And if we had 7, I'm forgetting one. My apologies. So, oftentimes when somebody feels slighted, like we always see it like, hey, the guys that were drafted ahead of you, and you can name like all 42 of them. Can you name the 6 quarterbacks that were at the 2008?
I believe I can. I guess one of the hangups I have on deciding this is I don't know if Matt Ryan sat out or not. I don't know if he did it.
I'll give you this. Matt Ryan accepted the day before he pulled out of the game.
Did they bring somebody else in quick?
So the day before we reported he pulled out. So yes, they did.
Okay. All right. So not Matt Ryan. So I'm going to say Flacco was there.
Yes, Joe Flacco was actually the player that took Matt Ryan's spot.
Interesting. So there was another one. Okay. So I kind of. All right. So Brian Brom.
Was Brian Brom there? I don't think he was.
He wasn't there? Okay. All right. Chad Henne.
Chad Henne, yes.
Colt Brennan.
Yes.
Andre Woodson.
Yes.
Dennis Dixon.
No, but that's a great guess.
No Dennis Dixon, huh?
No, I don't know if he's our year.
I don't think Kevin O'Connell made the invite.
No, another great guess.
But he was a 3rd-round pick. I think he was the 5th quarterback taken. I don't think Josh Johnson was there.
No.
I'll
give you this. One of them was out of the SEC.
Oh, Eric Ainge.
Eric Ainge. There's one more.
In the SEC?
No, there's one more
Total.
quarterback. Originally from the state of Louisiana, but did not play his college football in Louisiana.
Wasn't Robert Lane? No.
No, he didn't end up playing quarterback at all.
Did not end up playing. Your guy. Booty.
First name?
John David.
Yep. John David Booty.
Where was he drafted? Was he 6th round?
Somewhere around
5th
there.
or 6th?
5th or 6th.
There's a lot of 5th and 6th guys.
Yeah.
Didn't make those either.
Yeah, so Colt Brennan, Andre Woodson, Chad Henne, John David Booty, Eric Ainge, and Joe Flacco.
That's weird that Brian Brom didn't. I wonder if he just thought he was going to be a 1st rounder. Didn't go.
It's true.
Yeah, because he was like a Heisman finalist, or he was up for, talked about like a preseason Heisman guy. Interesting. Yeah, I thought Dennis Dixon would have been up there.
Is he our year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Shout out to Dennis Dixon.
Interesting. I did go to the East West Shrine Bowl when it was in Houston. I went there for like a day or two for interviews, but I didn't play in it because it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks tops after the national championship game, and I did everything I could, like with my sprained AC joint. I wasn't going to go out there and play in front of scouts. Hey, it was in the barn for me.
Yeah.
See you at the combine.
You know who the head coach of the North team was in the 2008 Senior Bowl? Because our coach in the South was Mike Nolan, 49er staff.
Huh?
You may remember who the head coach of the North team was.
Not Steve Mariucci, right?
Nope.
Jimmy Johnson.
Lane Kiffin.
Really?
Coincidence.
Nice. That's fun.
It was
Do we know
Lane
who the
Kiffin.
coaches are going to be this year yet, or no?
So,
They're usually the bottom.
so
The bottom NFL.
well, it used to be
coaches?
like that, but now they get coaches from all over the NFL.
Because was it Mike Kafka last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they get like an OC, he'll be the head coach.
Yeah.
And they'll get a quarterback coach, he'll be the OC. And they try to give him opportunities like that from different teams now. It's not
So-
like it used to be.
Yeah.
I have it. Cleveland Browns assistant head coach Bubba Ventrone is going to be for the American team.
Slay
Hey,
Bubba.
And for the national team, Giants offensive coordinator Mike Kafka.
Oh, he
how
likes it so
good.
much
There
he
you
wants to go
go.
back. Okay.
Well, didn't we see on Friday that he's like the third highest paid offensive coordinator or something like that?
Sorry,
His
scratch
up
name,
there.
his name was thrown
Scratch
around a
that,
lot.
guys. Scratch
last
that. I'm an
year?
idiot. That was last year.
Oh,
That
I was about to
Taylor.
say, like, run it back.
Are you
That was last year. Sorry.
reporting fake news around here? Drew Jordan in the Bayou Ford chat here says that Dennis Dixon was hurt at the same, like he had an ACL. Drew, hey, you're big on your Dennis Dixon updates.
Yeah, good for
For
you.
real.
From 2008. Good for
well-
you. Good to remember.
Man,
There
that
was
duo of-
players that were injured that were down in Mobile that didn't play in the game but did sit in the meetings and
Yeah,
do stuff
that's how
like
I did the Shrine Bowl, but not for long, just a couple of days.
that. Yeah. We
Big
won.
league. No big deal.
We won on the last play of the game. We won. We ran a receiver reverse with Andre Caldwell from Florida. The 2-yard line.
Nice. Andre
Walk-off
Caldwell.
win.
I feel like Andre Caldwell was.
He's my teammate in Denver.
Yeah, I felt like he was either committed to LSU at one point because he was my draft class in 03, or he was like it was between LSU and Florida or something like that at the end.
good college player.
Yeah. What was
good pro
give me
too.
your most memorable play. What was your best play in the actual Senior Bowl?
So we were kind of it was me, Peyton Hillis, as a fullbacks. I think Owen Schmidt was on the North team. So we were trying to prove that we could play fullback, but we did get a couple carries in the game, and I think I had like 2 carries for like 10, 12 yards, something like that.
Did you flat back anybody?
And I don't know, I'm trying to think.
So you sucked.
I don't think so. I ran an outside zone for like 7 yards at the
All right.
running back position. I felt pretty good about that.
How were your fullback reps?
They were good. They were good. There was a linebacker from Colorado who was a great dude, and I almost felt bad about it. But we ran like a
He wasn't that
20 ISO,
Mm-hmm.
and he was high,
Yeah.
and I was low.
Mhm.
It didn't go well for him.
Well, what do they always say?
Low man wins.
Mhm.
And Matt Forte cut right off of the block, and he went for a pretty long run. And I was like, that guy from Chile is pretty good.
Matt Ford.
Turns out he was
Oof.
real good.
We played him for multiple years against the Bears. Good football player.
Yeah.
That's a guy that was good till the end, man.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was.
even when he went with the Jets, and they were terrible. Matt Forte was always good.
Saying it's being reported, not for sure yet, but it's being reported that Tack Landry is going to be the head coach for the North team.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, but
Y'all are going to have to update me on TAC.
yeah, I don't know who
On his
Tack
resume.
I'm
Landry
gonna
is.
I'm gonna see if I can get the.
Is that short for
info.
anything?
It's at T-A-K Landry. I don't know who he is.
All right.
Sorry.
Short for Taquio?
I don't know.
Wow. Hester's at a loss on sports
If he
knowledge
doesn't
here.
know,
If I don't know, maybe we go.
Tack Robinson?
He said Landry. Anyways,
Robinson.
Very close.
Who's Robinson?
I don't know. Just felt right.
All right. Hopefully, before we get out of this break, hopefully you took advantage of the warehouse sale there over at Marucci at the Hitter's House. But look, if you still obviously need gift ideas, what a better place to go make sure that your baseball, softball player is taken care of. They've got all the best brands. That's why they are the official bat of Major League Baseball. If you need a new grip, we tell you all the time, either on your baseball bat, softball bat, or your golf club, they've got you covered over there. What a great gift a gift card is going to be from Marucci, right? It's going to be the winner in the stocking there. So make sure that you're going to go see them in their location right there off Segan, the Marucci headquarters. Go take some hacks. Alondra.
Yeah.
You took some hacks the other day.
I took some hacks on Friday night. I still got it.
How'd it go? Went well?
It actually went well. Like, I thought I was going to swing and miss the first one that went my way, but I actually hit a few of them. Yeah. Like, I think I
did you get a couple bunts out? You know, like you're taking real BP?
Bunt, no,
you know?
I thought about it, but I didn't
make sure.
bunt. You can ask Matt. I'm a dead pull hitter.
Yeah.
Like, everything is going to the left side with me, so.
Did Matt get in the cage?
Matt got in the cage as well.
How'd he do?
He actually did pretty well also.
Okay.
Yeah.
On softball or baseball?
No, he did baseball. I did softball.
All right.
Yeah. I was proud of myself. I haven't picked up a bat in 9 years.
Well, like you had to do it.
Yeah.
Like you kept doing remotes over there. I'm like, you got to go take some hacks.
I know.
So go see him over at the Marucci's Hitter House. You can go in there and take some hacks as well. Mm-hmm. I owe Blake Baker a lot of coins.
Lifetime of coins.
Lifetime.
Is it actual coins? Is it physical coins?
No, it's
swipe a card.
Yeah.
Digital coins.
Coins does sound better though.
Yeah.
I'm sure our guy
like
Trey over there will hook him up.
Yeah, that's how we, like back when we were growing up, you go to
tokens.
Tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Bring back tokens.
Shout out to Tack Landry. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
Still don't know. I don't know who Tack is.
Yeah,
I'll find some information about you. Maybe. I don't know. It's not a lot out there.
Played Alberta high school football, looks like.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, the website for our friends over at Pelican Roofing. Right there on the homepage, it's going to have the contact information in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. Remember, locations in both, boots on the ground in both. So if you need any roofing help, they're going to be able to be there for you. We're not talking about a company that's driving back and forth on the basin trying to do it the shortcut way. We're talking about there in the local communities, always doing big things as well. 5-star reviews all over the place, including 600 right there that you can check out on the homepage at pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, go check them out, pelicanroof.com. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. What does that mean for you? That means when you start a project with them, putting a brand new roof up, a roof repair, they're going to dedicate a project manager to your job specifically. And we know it's a big decision for you and your family financially. Go check out their homepage, pelicanroof.com. Start that financing plan right now. Get that information. Go check them out, pelicanroof.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift the tide that sticks around like summer tin?
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. LSU is down another running back as Kaleb Jackson enters the transfer portal. Not a real surprise. In fact, a lot of us thought maybe he would enter the portal a year ago, but he does officially put his name in the portal. You're pretty thin at the position. JT Lindsey, as you put in here, Tate, looks like he is going to be moving on. Obviously, we've talked about it in length, the things that he had going on legally before the season there. So running back, even though you got two, I think that, can be really good running backs, certainly in a Lane Kiffin offense. You're certainly going to be looking for some depth pieces in the portal.
Yeah, for sure. And, there's a couple guys like, Darren Brake, Alondra mentioned C.J. Baxter, great player.
Yep.
Problem with C.J. Baxter is he probably wants to be that every down guy. You're not going to do that here with Harlan Berry and Caden Durham, but you certainly need to bring in somebody. I mean, right now you have 2 scholarship backs. You have Berry, you have Caden Durham. I think you need 2 in the portal because you didn't sign anybody running back in the early signing period. I think you need 4 backs in that rotation, but they're gonna have to do some work. Like maybe outside a quarterback, that might be priority number 1 for Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, but to your point and to Alondra's point, like a CJ Baxter, it's like who you going to convince? Like you either bring in somebody that's like, oh, well, this is no doubt this guy's going to be a starter. He's like an All-American candidate, or you got to bring in some depth pieces, maybe a veteran running back from a smaller school to kind of give you that option as well. But it is certainly a position that the Tigers and Lane Kiffin will attack when the portal opens up, coming up here in a little over 2 weeks. All right, when we come back in hour number 3, a little weekend winners or weekend losers to kick off hour number 3. We'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.